pleasure to have Mr. Jagadeeshwar Goud Garu with us today. Mr. Jagadeeshwar Goud Garu is the Madhapur Corporator since 2016. He belongs to Telangana Rashtra Samiti Party and he is currently serving as a GHMC Corporator for Madhapur Division in Hyderabad. And he is a very active and in the community level, and he has been instrumental in the development of Nalagandla and surrounding regions. I invite our esteemed corporator, sir, Mr. Jagadeeshwar Goud Garu, onto the stage to share his valuable insights with us.
Thanks for the introduction, Jyoti Garu. Ingenium Alliance Partner Shipmate 2023. Managing Director, very dynamic, very flexible, and it was an awesome presentation from Sudhanshu Garu. Maitri ma'am, Arusha ma'am, Harsha ma'am, the rest all directors, all the Alliance franchisee members sitting here. My warm welcome to each and everyone. Very bright faces, very energetic, looking very enthusiastic. It's a very positive indication. And after the awesome presentation of Sudhanshu Garu, it's very difficult for me to attract all your attention. So it is a great, tough challenge to me, but I'll see how we will cope up. It's a very good initiative. I have been to Ingenium Nalagandla branch. I was dumbstruck when I have seen the ambience of Ingenium. They have started, I think, somewhere in way back 2014, somewhere it was the first branch. Yes, I had the privilege of inaugurating that. I feel very honored. So, after that, there was a global crisis of pandemic. It was a very tough situation, and indeed, Sudhanshu Garu, who was, being highly qualified for the cause of spreading the education, he took it as a mission, and he has exhibited his, or as Jyoti ma'am said, he has demonstrated his wisdom through the virtue of his performance. So, lately, we have been to Ingenium at Nalagandla. That was from pre-primary to 5th class. Normally, we don't find such type of qualitative infrastructure. Really, we felt very surprised. There was lawn behind it and everything, all arrangements. Normally, even from the side of government policies, at the state level, central level, at the international level, several education summits normally take place. At the state level, at the national level, we have CBSE, ICSE. At the state level, we have state syllabus. To promote global education, certain standards are prescribed at the apex level through United Nations organization also. Normally, every gentleman, by virtue of their bureaucratic credentials or by virtue of their political credentials, they get opportunity to raise their voice representing their states, nations, and world at large. Everyone feels that whatever they speak, they really feel very happy when it is implemented. People speak, but when it comes to implementation, it is far from reality. But when I have seen Ingenium, really the quality of education, the quality of teachers, the best way of attracting or inviting a student is only possible when the parents come to a conclusion that yes, there is some substantial imparting quality education through which the parents will come to a conclusion that as if their child is put in school, ultimately what the parent aspires is they have to lead a meaningful life and they have to excel in life. uh, Ingenium has provided that infrastructure, physical infrastructure was awesome. The teachers' quality, their appearance is not only dynamic, their performance also is very dynamic. So there is lot of merit in this Ingenium pattern of imparting education. I am very happy. The pre-launch curriculum, what was been shown through this overhead presentation and which was expressed by managing director about the various aspects, about the strategic collaboration, about the new enhanced ERPs, about the teamwork, and moreover, you know, when we used to pursue our education, there was no significance or attachment to emotional intelligence or digital learning. Now, with several challenges that we have come across, more particularly during pandemic, there was a sudden or abrupt exposure of children to online teaching. So even in that situation, uh, viewing online of various alliances coming together, understanding the concept and getting themselves sustained in that competitive environment is something very brilliant. And the emotional the emotional element what was included in this curriculum, C what was SEE, emotional, empathetic, you know, these are new introductions into the syllabus pattern which are very vital and which are very necessary. So going by the present trend standards, whatever the assimilation or absorption capacity is needed, introducing those in the curriculum and imparting education is a very wise decision. And as ma'am was saying that he always acts with wisdom. That is very good. And another aspect, between 3 to 7 years of age is very crucial. And during this period, you have to empower, and students should, at that tender age, should realize the importance for which how you are going to attract the attention of that small children at the tender age by showing them practical ways, like there was a climatic environmental enlightenment like plantation of trees, and also telling to the students about the aspects of pollution in which you have to remove plastics, about the air pollution, about the water pollution, and pesticides. So all this type of comprehensive inclusion of items in the syllabus and presenting before the students, ultimately which is being understood and realized by their parents. And also when the parents come to a conclusion that the school syllabus is in support of the child overall growth and overall development, it is a great feeling. And the great feeling which you are generating through this medium of Ingenium is really exemplary. And I think it should become a role model to all the students. At a corporate, the meeting what you have arranged or organized at this level, it is a corporate level meeting. And the ambience is very good. Leave about the ambience, but the content, ultimately what matters is the content. You have a very powerful content and in tune with the international standards. Leave about our state or central, because in the United Nations Organization Education Summit also, it was told that the education system was in a deep crisis. So from that crisis we are emerging. During this period, there were several players who have gone into, you know, darkness. It has become very difficult. So promoting that tendency of sustaining, and at the same time maintaining the standard of quality was a very challenge, which was acknowledged globally. But you have overcome all those challenges. We have several personal challenges, social challenges, family challenges. But despite all these things, you have proved to the core that nothing is possible, nothing is impossible, everything is possible. So, while introduction of your pre-curriculum launch also, you have ensured all points. You are going to rethink, you have reformulated about your learning techniques, teaching techniques, and all the skills that are required to meet the challenges of 21st century. I salute you for the initiative that you have taken. I congratulate all the directors, all the alliance partners who have come here, who have practically witnessed the quality of sources what your managing director is promoting. I am very proud of you, Sudhanshu Garu. You have come up brilliantly. Not only you are physically charming, you are intellectually very charming, and this Ingenium also will become very smart, and it will become a role model for all the rest other institutions. God bless you all. Jai Bharat, Jai Telangana. Thank you. And this Rosie ma'am, I have to say, last but not the least, she is such a great humanitarian and such a great philanthropist. She is struggling for the cause of the underprivileged students. All the students who lose their parents, who don't take by virtue of their death or who leave their children like that, she takes less care of herself, but she is making 200 children go to the education, to various this thing. It's a great contribution for her, and I salute you also, madam, because there are two challenges what we are presently facing, three challenges. One is ignorance, another is illiteracy, another is poverty. If there is no element of illiteracy removal, we can't overcome poverty and ignorance. So you are contributing for a great cause. At the same time, for reducing the challenges of poverty, ignorance, you have come forward. God bless you. God bless all the persons who are participants in this. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you. And she is our village. When I was campaigning for my election, I was not corporator. I was aiming for MLA. They used to leave their work and they used to join me from morning to evening. So I feel very happy that they are here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. We cannot express enough how much we appreciate Mr. Jagadeeshwar Goud Garu taking his time to speak to us today. Your speech was insightful and captivating, sir. And we are honored to have you and have had the chance to hear from you today. A huge round of applause to Mr. Jagadeeshwar Goud Garu. As we all know, education is the cornerstone of nation's progress, and a well-run school plays a vital role in shaping the future of our society. It is now my great pleasure to introduce Ms. Arshia Afsar, who have been instrumental in leading her schools to be amongst the top schools in India consequently for over 10 years and have achieved a record-breaking 150 plus schools all over India with innumerable national and international awards. She conducts numerous workshops and seminars for the young entrepreneurs as a certified mentor and trainer. She was awarded the Education Entrepreneur of the Year India 2015 and the Business Woman for the Year. Currently, she is serving as the Territory Head, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh for Early Childhood Association. Please join your hands together to invite Ms. Arshia Afsar ma'am.
So I'd like to start by welcoming all of you. But before I do the formal welcome, I'd like to say that when we are told that a corporator is coming, or an MLA is coming, or someone from the government is coming, we're expecting a speech which is, generic in nature, may not have a lot of experience and knowledge or technicality based to it. I took out my phone, I had my phone next to me, I had some work, because of the event being delayed, I had a couple of work that was left over. I thought, okay, some speeches will happen, some little work maybe. He started, I was blown. The kind of, I mean, you know, so there probably, if you've got your hand and there's just this handful of people who would be serving you in the country with titles like that, who would be able to give you an insightful speech covering various aspects of future children, education, technology, the physical aspect of a school, what a school can achieve, what a school should achieve, I am blown over. Honestly speaking, pleasantly and blown over, because so many events we attend and we get used to a particular pattern, you know, and you have broken that pattern today, and supremely I must congratulate you. And